Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's episode of KEW. We have some sad news to report, though. Our last episode of KEW Live was lost. It's another lost recordings episode, so we'll very briefly skim over all of the action that happened last week. We had the Witch Mother taking on the Spyclops, which led to the Spyclops winning and has now led to this 3-on-1 match where the Witch Mother is definitely not happy with the Spyclops getting the upper hand in their fierce and heated rivalry. And now she's coming to take her pain and punishment out with her servants quickly in tow behind her. Let me just get my water. We then had the decision. Well, we had the BFG facing off against the Mystery, just a regular match. Here's, of course, the two of them had faced off before. And the Mystery had lost both the previous occasions, taking on the BFG. But the BFG started well in this one and then faded towards the end with the Mystery pulling off an upset victory, as the BFG, like I mentioned, had won previously against him. BFG was left forlorn in the ring when the Assassin came to the front of the stage and announced that he was coming for the big BFG's Hardcore Championship. So there we have the decision made via the Assassin, that he's going to be the good company man, and rather than going for his CEO's title, he's going to go after the Hardcore Championship, solidifying the union it is, the Falcon and the Eagle, and the good company man that he is. We then had a tag team title match, which saw the Misfits taking on the Safety Men, who were the tag team champions at the start of the evening. And after we said that Colt Lear's Craig had been on somewhat of a tear in the KEW, and he really looked up for it in this one, and Andy really looked very aggressive towards him, trying to get the upper hand at every opportunity, and completely failed left, right and centre. The Safety Men looked really off it, really slow out of the gates, and as a result, it was the Misfits who were teamed with Cold Ears, Craig and Big Dan, who took the titles off of the Safety Men. The Safety Men will be furious about that one. We'll have to see if Andy has anything to say to Cold Ears, Craig later today. The two of them square up as well. And then we finished off the evening with a number one contenders match. It was a 2 out of 3 falls Hell in the Cell match, which went well, but not quite as well as planned. It went on for almost an hour in total, as Mark and Benji beat the life out of each other. The pair of them went on top of the cell multiple times. Both of them fell off the cell multiple times. Nobody put through the cell, which I think the AI was trying to do furiously before it then led to a little bit of intervention to get them both back in the ring. Mark hit 2 frog splashes, and that was enough to put the match away with 2 pinfalls and end the match there. Benji will feel aggrieved, though. He had Mark tapping out 5 times on top of the cell, so we'll have to see if those two reignite their old rivalry. But it will be Mark going for the title later today, ladies and gentlemen. That's our final match for the evening. We will get things started here, though, with the 3-on-1 tag match, seeing the Spyclops if he can defeat the dark team of the Witch's Coven, Miss Kasuja's Coven. Here he comes then, making a man who's been on a bit of a renaissance, if you like, in his career.
Handicap match. Introducing first, from London, England, weighing in at 263 pounds.
He is the man that the darkness fears in the KW. He is the Demon Hunter himself. And he is coming very shortly for the other members of the Kasuja's Coven. I'm just double checking this is recording. Does appear to be. So he launches himself out of the ring, and he's so far had the upper hand against the Witch Mother. He's put her in her place, really, defeating her time after time. But the Witch Mother not taking it down, laying down lightly. She's pulling out the full force of the Coven here to go after the man that is known as the Demon Hunter. And here then we have, as the lights dim in the KEW arena, and you can see there he's ready and red to go, the Spyclops. There go the lights, and here comes the Coven. Miss Kasuj with her dark allies following her to the ring.
600 pounds.
They only weigh just about as much as the BFG as a collective total for the three of them. They're not heavy athletes, but they are deadly and dangerous, especially the ploughman back there. We've seen him, of course. Oh, you can see there's a chair that Miss Tarantula is dragging to the ring there, a rocking chair. Perhaps she's going to plan to put the Cyclops through it later today. Oh, and there we go, Miss Kasuj sitting down in the chair. Nice shot straight up the cloak there. Blows out the torch. And they are ready to go. They look mean and menacing. And she's embracing the darkness and the light in the KEW arena. It says, lights on, I'm the star of the show. Time to put that Cyclops in his place. As the Witch Mother makes her way around the ring. She looks fired up and ready. She'll only have to hope that her tag partners are up to it as well. The ploughman slow into the ring and Mr. Tarantula as well. Look at this. Down on her knees here. The Witch Mother praising her Dark Lord. Looking for the darkness to give them the power that'll get them through the rest of this match. Here we go then. Off and away we go. Immediately the Cyclops out fast to it, and he's got Miss Kasuj down, and oh, massive powerbomb there. Almost sent her through the ring. You can see she's slow, ready to get up. Like I said, she took a bit of a battering last week. So the Cyclops gets both feet up here though, and she'll have to try and do a bit better than she did a couple of weeks ago. But the Cyclops scoops her up now, gets her on the shoulder and drops her neck first onto the ropes there. Now ramming her head into the ring mat there. You can see the KEW symbol glistening as it bounces around. Now Cyclops will of course have the extra added task of the other members of the Coven to deal with in this one, but so far he's dealing with the Witch Mother as if it's no problem at all, as he drops her again onto those ropes, choking her here. You can see he's screaming to the crowd as she dives and gets an early tag into the ploughman, perhaps exactly who she needed to get in the ring. Runs and gets a knee strike straight into the Cyclops' face. The two of them of course reigniting their old battle that they had previously, where the ploughman took it to the Cyclops, and here he's just twisting him around in the corner, and now targets the knee and goes for it immediately with the cheap shot there. It was a slow start from the Witch Mother. She isn't a fast starter in the KEW. Swinging net breaker there from the ploughman. This rivalry all started really when the Cyclops came charging in to save Dude Jeans from getting his face smashed in by the chair. Now look at this big knee drive there into the back, and he goes for the cover already. He's got the legs on the rope as well. The ref's not seen it. Gets a 2 count, and the Cyclops has enough to kick out of it there. Cheating tactics from the ploughman. He's straight back on the assault here. Rams the face into the corner, and now it looks like he's got to tag in Miss Tarantula and keep her fresh and keep himself fresh as well. Back out of the ring he goes. Here comes Miss Tarantula, but immediately he stops the hit there, and a big shoulder charge, and we've got a nice view of the ploughman's back here. He's not getting out of the way of the camera as she's being choked on the floor there, Miss Tarantula. You can see the polka dotted underwear as she crawls out of the corner, and he points telling her to stay down. It's my turn to devour the darkness and destroy this dark coven that's emerged in the KEW. Few furious hits there, and a big punch to the face as he falls down and takes Miss Tarantula down with him. Stomping the hand now. You can tell though that the ploughman perhaps is the strongest member of the coven. Miss Tarantula now though gets a bit of the upper hand there, rolls over on top of him, giving him a few socks to the face. Now back to his feet, has her back where he wants her again. A big snap suplex there, sending her down onto the mat. We did wonder if Dude Jeans would want to be part of this one, but I think he's relieved not to have to deal with the Covenant, and of course we've not really seen him since he was assaulted really. Well, we saw him in the tag match afterwards, but since that moment we've not really seen him with the Cyclops. The Cyclops has been dealing with things of his own. Yeah, he's got hold of the Miss Tarantula on the floor and is wrestling her around. Not quite sure what's quite happening. Looks like he's stomping her potentially. And she rolls out here Gets a bit of a breather, perhaps much needed. Drop down to the mat now, and then gets a big boot to the face there, straight in that spidery mask, and she's slow crawling into the corner, and the Cyclops is happy to let her slowly make her way up there. Gets hold of the back of her neck now, rams her face into the corner. Now she dives and gets the tag to the Witch Mother here, whilst the Cyclops was busy looking around. Oh, but he boots her face off whilst it looked like she was trying to run around her teammate. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, not even a 2 there. Mr. Angela was up and trying to break the pin up, but a bit slow getting there. The Witch Mother now whipped into the ropes. Off the ropes she goes, spins around, slammed onto the floor, working the back again. Big hit there and a big kick, and the Witch Mother slow back to her feet. Big kick in the guts now. Oh, went to try and drop him down, but no effect at all. The big fella not having any of it. And oh, punches a block off here, and the Witch Mother's in all kinds of problems. And now she's down in the middle of the ring, and he's psyching himself up in the corner. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Charges! Oh, tried to spear her in half, but she gets the knee up and goes for the pin of her own. 1, just a 1 count there, though, ladies and gentlemen. Now she jumps on him here. Looks like she's trying to put him to sleep on the floor. I might have thought she'd go for the cover up there, but no, he gets a few furious hits into the kidneys and chucks her off very succinctly there from the Cyclops. Gets hold of her now, whips her onto the shoulders, goes high up in the air here. Nice furious few elbows there to battle back out of it. This is more what we want to see from the Witch Mother. Drags him down to the floor now, rolls him over and has him in the ankle lock. He's right next to those ropes, so surely he's got to be able to get a rope break in here. He doesn't look like he can reach them quite. Maybe his arms are just too short, or he's too broad there. The ref tells her, get off him now. He's close enough to the ropes, and look at this, the Witch Mother now realising that he's close to the ropes. All she's done is spin him around here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe she's trying to make him dizzy on the canvas. Now drags him to the centre of the ring, and she might look to try and break his ankle here. Gets hold of the head from behind. And now look at this, she's got the submission move locked in. She's got the pentagram going here, wrenching the arms. He's not tapped out again though, and the ref says, get off him before you break his arm or snap it off. Ramming the head into the floor now. Now we're seeing the Witch Mother come to life a bit. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that was enough to put away the Cyclops. He didn't have much left in the tank to fight back out of it. And a good win for the Witch Mother finally in their rivalry. The two of them have been furiously at it, and look at this, the 3 of them in the ring. High fives all around. They think they've done a good job. The KEW don't like to see it. There's boos and choruses of them coming down from the KEW faithful, ladies and gentlemen. A pretty convincing victory for the Coven, you'd have to say. The Ploughman came out the best of the 3 of them. The Witch Mother slow out of the gate, but once she got going was a dangerous athlete. But the Mr. Angela was pretty poor in that one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see how the two of them get on next week, or if they're in action at all, if the Cyclops can recover from that. We'll move into our next match for the evening, and a triple threat with the Mystery, King Daddy, and James the Cat. Of course, the Mystery has been locked at the bottom of the power rankings, but a win against the BFG next week will do him no bad at all. And King Daddy is right down the bottom end, and so is James the Cat. So this one's really for all the marbles in the KW's power rankings more than anything. And here he comes, the King of Ireland, the Irish royalty himself, everyone's favourite Guinness chugger, King Daddy, making his way to the ring. It's said that he's got more children than bling that he wears to the ring. That's hard to believe, given how much he's adorned in the gold chains, gold rings and crown. Goodness gracious me. Here he comes then, the King Daddy, ready to get things cracking here. He, of course, was an athlete that was not seen a lot of in the KW and was involved in the Rumble where James the Cat wasn't, but I don't think he's met James the Cat yet in the KW, so this will be his first introduction to him. We'll have to see how he gets on against one of the KW's favourite. And here he comes, one of the KEW's more popular athletes. We've not seen tremendous amounts of him, but since he's come out of the academy, he has been struggling for form. A good win, though, against the BFG last time around has pushed him very firmly back towards the mid-places in the power ranking. So I'll look to build on that here. If we can get a win over the King Daddy and James the Cat then he'll see it as a real opportunity to push himself up to the power rankings and maybe get a late charge at one of the titles. Waves his hand, waves away dismissively the KEW fans as he makes his way down and into the ring here. The myth, the legend, the mystery, in he comes. Who's behind the mask? Only time will maybe tell, or maybe not. The mystery showing off to the crowd up on the ring ropes and the apron. Here he comes then, one of the KEW's most popular athletes.
From London, England, weighing in at 222 pounds.
We've not seen a lot of him recently in the KEW, but there he is, James the Cat, the pyrotechnics firing off behind him. He, of course, wasn't involved in the Rumble, something that he wasn't happy with, and has still yet to really take his grievances to Big Bird. We'll have to see if maybe next week Big Bird will give him the opportunity to air his grievances with him in the ring. But he is, of course, a popular athlete in the KEW, and one of the wrestlers who can provide an upset. He's a powerful athlete, and a very well-rounded one. There's King Daddy then, fired up and ready to go with the mystery and James Cat. This should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Or it might just be James Cat coming out immediately. Oh, look at that. Immediately the mystery looked like he went to try and low blow King Daddy, but he was too busy locked up with James the Cat. Now the mystery goes straight after James the Cat, picks him up to his feet, lifts him high and suplexes him down to the ground there. And King Daddy now going straight after the mystery of a little hit there. Big kick to the guts for the mystery and a big punch to the face, dropping him down. James the Cat now takes advantage and whips King Daddy into the corner, rolls out of the ring, and immediately he's going for something under the ring. Oh, as he's springboarded away here, and here comes the chair from James Cat. Well, I didn't think it was an Extreme Rules or Rules Count Anywhere match, but he's brought the chair in anyway. Oh, and a nasty suplex there from the mystery, dropping the elbow now, and that chair's in the middle of the three contestants here. Well, the mystery might look to take advantage of it. Turns his back on King Daddy though. Big shot to the back from King Daddy. Whips him into the ropes now. Lifts him up and slams him down on his face there. And now King Daddy's in trouble here. Oh, the backbreaker from James the Cat. The chair tittering around in the middle of the ring. Or teetering, sorry. As he's brought to the ropes now, James the Cat, by the mystery. And the mystery rests him on the ropes, but the King Daddy says, oh no you don't, I'll have some of you first. Gets hold of him, chucks him on the floor now, and then off the bottom rope, stomping on him there in the guts, goes for the pinfall, and James the Cat is swiftly in to break it up. Lifts him high in a big backbreaker there. James the Cat taking it to King Daddy now, whips him onto the apron as the mystery's resting on the outside. Smart ring management potentially from the mystery, climbs back into the ring now as James the Cat gives the double knee straight into the chest of King Daddy, and a nice German suplex there from the mystery. Big boot from King Daddy. This one's all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. No athlete getting any real momentum here. They're all just taking over one another, one after the other, and the mystery now neck drags the King Daddy to the floor and then stomping on the face and twisting round. Now the mystery's being dragged to the corner and has his head rammed into it, and a big clothesline in the back there from King Daddy, taking advantage of James the Cat with his back turned. James the Cat now German suplex by the mystery into the corner there. He's lucky he didn't clip his head on the turnbuckles. No, and a big backdrop there from King Daddy onto the mystery. Picks him up slowly now back to his feet. He looks a bit dazed and woozy already as James the Cat is under the ring for something else. You know, he's got a kendo stick here. And now King Daddy and the mystery locking up here. And James the Cat with the kendo stick. Oh, and there you go. Taking it to King Daddy right in the face. But James the Cat says, oh, no, you don't. Put that kendo stick down. Now he's got hold of him from the back of the head here, and stomping on the back there, and that chair again getting in the way. King Daddy now ducks under, lifts him high, and drives his knee right into the coccyx there. And now James the Cat has hold of King Daddy, and a big swinging neck breaker there, sit down neck breaker. Nasty move from James the Cat, looking to do the damage to the back of King Daddy's head, who now has hold of that chair that's been dangerously around the ring. And the mystery here has the submission hold locked in, and King Daddy is in with a little kick there. And looks like James the Cat has managed to elbow his way out of it. He put the chair down, King Daddy, to break that one up. I'm not so sure why he didn't just use the chair for it, but there we go. Now James the Cat has hold of the King Daddy from behind and drives his head into the back of the ring mat there. Now he gets the kendo stick and turns his attention to the mystery, who gets the kendo stick square in the chops there. Tosses down the stick and then rolls him over for the cover, but King Daddy's in to swiftly break it up, and the mystery's in a spot of bother in the centre of the ring. Now James the Cat off the rope, spinning DDT there. Great athleticism from James the Cat, and a big shot to the spine from the mystery, whips him into the corner. King Daddy now comes back after the mystery, rests him on the ropes whilst James the Cat's resting in the corner, catching his breath potentially. King Daddy now, look at this, choking the mystery on the ropes. He is of course one of and then flicks him off the ropes into the middle of the ring, but only to get a tornado DDT, or running DDT from James the Cat there. Now James the Cat picks him up and German suplexes him across the ring there with the released German suplex. Scoops him back to his feet now, and another released German suplex there. The nasty mystery plex there from the mystery, flipping James the Cat over. You see James the Cat looks like he's down and doesn't know what day of the week it is. And now King Daddy has hold of... He's got hold of the mystery from behind. And he's got the submission hold looked in. Look at this. The Irish cloverleaf. But the mystery manages to flip himself out of it. Kicks him in the guts now, has hold of him, butterflies him up. But he drags him over with the arm drag there. Nice athleticism from King Daddy. Now James Cat has King Daddy up. Now he spins him around and a package powerbomb there. Hooks the leg for the cover. Is it James Cat's? 1, 2. Well, the mystery was too busy on the outside trying to gee the crowd up. I'm not so sure what he was doing there. It looked like he'd lost all sense of where was going on in the ring. Now gets hold of James Cat from behind and gives him the mystery plex as well, and James the Cat rolls out of the ring, and now it's just King Daddy and the mystery in the ring. King Daddy scoops him up onto the shoulders, carries him into the corner and drops him face first onto the turnbuckle here, and now turns his attention to that steel chair, gets hold of it now takes it to the spine of the mystery, and went for it again, but the mystery's quickly up, catches his second blow there, and a big knee to the guts as James the Cat is slow back into the ring, has hold of him now, a mysterious neck breaker there, goes for the cover. He's not seen James the Cat is up, now he knows it because James the Cat's just broken up the pinfall. King Daddy in all kinds of bother, snap DDT from James the Cat. The mystery quick back to his feet though, showing that athleticism potentially, whips James the Cat around, and a big knee to the guts drops him down to the ground, picks King Daddy up, and now giving him the boots to the ribs here, and a big punch to the face as he rolls down. Stunner from James the Cat, hooks the leg for the victory. 1, 2. King Daddy's in to break it up at the last second, just before he got his hand down for the 3 count. Now King Daddy kicks James the Cat in the guts, and not this, King Daddy rips him up. Pile driver. Oh my goodness, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, and James the Cat somehow kicks out. I don't know how he's not concussed. The mystery gets the chair and launches it in King Daddy's face. And now the mystery's going to the second rope. Diving crossbody right onto the back of the King Daddy as he was slow getting up. James the Cat's up somehow, not concussed. Spinning round, drives the mystery straight on top of that chair. Picks up the chair now, and I think this might be going in King Daddy's spine. And there it goes. A big shot to the back there. And James the Cat rolls him over. He's cleared house. 1, 2. And King Daddy somehow has enough left in the tank to kick out. I'm not quite sure how. He almost ended the career of James the Cat with that nasty pile driver, a move that of course has been banned in many circles of professional wrestling, but King Daddy is more than happy to whip it out anytime, any place. Goes for the cover now. James the Cat, 1, 2, 3, has it on the mystery, a few furious hits, and that was enough for James the Cat to get the victory, just as King Daddy had pulled himself back to his feet. Well, I don't think we've seen the last of King Daddy and James the Cat going at each other, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me, it was a real slobber knocker between the three of them. And James the Cat will feel that's a very important victory for him in the KEW. But King Daddy will say, how on earth did you get up from my pile driver? And James the Cat will say, you shouldn't be using that move at all. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what repercussions we have of this coming in the future weeks of the KEW. Let's move into our next match for the evening then, though. We have here, of course, as I stated, Cold Ears and Atomic Andy have been at each other. Well, Andy's been more at Cold Ears, or tried to be, and Cold Ears has done nothing but rebuff him so far. So we'll see here if the two of them can have an actual Slobberknockerosaurus match. If Andy can resist the temptations to try and really launch at his man. He, of course, was very aggressive in the tag match, which obviously was in the last recording, but in the previous matches between the two, he's very aggressive going after him, and the frost fills the arena here then. As Cold Ears, there he is with the tag team title around his waist. That'll only yerk Andy, losing it last week, of course. Bringing it to the ring for all to see now. The Yeti Slayer himself, Cold Ears Craig, one half of the Big Bird Tag Team Champions. And oh, here comes Andy out of the dressing room already, and look at this. Andy, it was slow to get to him there, but picks him up now and drops him by his spine onto the KEW ramp there, ladies and gentlemen. He's targeting him immediately, scoops him up now to his feet and punches him square in the face. You can see Cold Ears hasn't even got his Yeti outfit off, and he's scooping him up. Oh, backdrops him square onto the ramp there, and the KEW tag title was just laying there next to him, ladies and gentlemen. Throws him now by the leg down onto the ramp, and a big stomp there from Atomic Andy, going after the arms now, targeting them. Big stomp on the shoulder there to Cold Ears and onto the face. Goodness me, ladies and gentlemen, ramming the arm into the ramps and backed up the face. And he's really aggressive here in his opening stance. Big charge now onto Cold Ears Craig. Gets hold of him by the leg and launches him down the ramp there. How much damage is he doing early doors to his back? The ref's not even rung the bell yet. Look at these furious right hands from Atomic Andy. And now Cold Ears is up, but only to get charged back down to the ground here, ladies and gentlemen. Big stomp there onto Cold Ears. Whips the arm out now, and a stomp on the shoulder again. This targeted assault from Andy is really what it is before the match has even got started. Whips him now down as he falls down just before he hits the ring. Lucky he didn't smash his head on the edge of the apron there. He doesn't look like he knows what day of the week it is as he's rolled into the ring. And now Andy will take the opportunity to climb over the top ropes, and maybe the referee can get this one started in earnest. There we go, the bell rings. Andy now climbing out of the ring, climbing to the top ropes here, ladies and gentlemen, as Cold Ears is down in the middle of the ring, and a big knee drive straight into the face of Cold Ears. Takes the time to roar to the crowd, and the crowd, look at this, they're not happy with what they've seen from him so far, as Cold Ears manages to get part of his Yeti outfit off, and reverses there with a big drop as Andy went to lift him up. And now Cold Ears potentially can go to work. He is a technician in the ring. Gets hold of Andy from behind and German suplexes him. The power on display when he is a man who defeated a Yeti. Look at this, giving him the kicks to the ribs, saying to him, get up. A little disrespectful one to the face. Now Andy pushes him away now. He won't have enjoyed that, Andy. Now tucks him between the legs, rolls him onto the shoulder here and gives him the atomic drive. I'm not sure that was an atomic drive. Maybe not, ladies and gentlemen. Now gets hold of Cold Ears, pulls him away from the ropes, and Andy might look to put this one away early before he's even got started. Big stomp to the back of the head there, and Cold Ears now picks him up onto the shoulders here, and this might be the atomic drive coming. There it is, the atomic drive. Goes for the cover. 1, 2... Oh, Cold Ears, though, somehow able to kick out. I'm not quite sure how, ladies and gentlemen. He's taken a battering early doors here. He's, of course, assaulted on the ramp, but he's willing to try and give it a go, I guess, and try and fight back a little bit in this one. Whipped into the ropes now by Andy. Went for the big boot, ducks under it, and then just backs away from his man, maybe trying to get a breather. It looks like Andy's frozen in place there. Perhaps Cold Ears has managed to give him the Yeti stare and freeze him in position now. Another German suplex there from Cold Ears as Andy rolls out of the ring to recover for a second, and Cold Ears lets him get absolutely no recovery time onto the top rope. No! Big diving double drop kick to the face there. Gets on and whips Cold Ears back in the ring now. He's up faster is the big man. As Cold Ears now clotheslines him onto the outside. Andy slow back into the ring here though. Went for the big punch, but Cold Ears scoops him up and gives him a Yeti driver. Hooks the leg, but it's a rope break because Andy's way too close to the ropes. And look how furious Cold Ears is. Drives the knee into the face of Andy now. And Andy again slow here. A few furious hits on the floor. running off the ropes now. Oh, driving his Yeti cheek straight into Andy's crotch. Stomps on him now, and Andy's quickly up, but he's facing the wrong direction. Cold Ears gets hold of him by the back of the head and carries him to the turnbuckle and rams his face into the corner turnbuckle. But Andy, with a big elbow to get back out of it, lifts him up now, and now is squeezing the life out of him, trying to crack the ribs of Cold Ears, but he got his hand on the ropes, and Andy has to let go of him. Cold Ears now rolls to the outside and is slow back into the ring. Andy gets hold of him here, and Cold Ears by the back of the neck. And he fights his way back out of it, though, with a few elbows and says, "Get off of me, you tiny wee man." Puts him on the ropes now. Lays him down. Then off the bottom rope, oh my goodness me, with the size 13 square in the chest. That's got to do some damage. Drags him now across the ring. Pulling him away from the ropes. He's maybe looking to finish this one off, Andy. Cold Ears slow here as Andy makes his way around him. Scoops him up. Oh, Cold Ears with the leg drag there. Gets him out of danger, but Andy swiftly up and drags him back down by the arm to the bottom of the mat. Lifts him up by the back of his head now, though, and tosses him by those Cold Ears across the ring. And look at this now. He's saying to the crowd, "I'm the dominant force in the KEW. I'm the man who should be on the upward curve, not Cold Ears." Cold Ears here then rolls to the outside as Andy climbs to the top rope and then thinks better of it. Doesn't want to ruin his career. Maybe it's too far for him to fly because he's gone for the other corner now. Waits for his man to slowly get back to his feet. We're on a 3 count. Diving axe handle there, and that's a long way for that axe handle to fall. And look at this. He's saying to him, "Stay down." He's really not happy with Cold Ears. He's not happy with losing the tag team titles, and he's even less happy getting eliminated from the Royal Rumble by the Yeti man. Yeah, ordered him now by the back of the head and rams his face into the apron there. And like I said, Atomic Andy looks like he's ready to finish things off any time he wants now, but he's got to not get caught up in the act of trying to take the vengeance out on Cold Ears, and he's got to put this one away whilst he has the opportunity to. Look at this, slams him down to the ground and a big choke slam there, and Cold Ears is back in trouble again as Andy now gets hold of the legs and drags him around the ring to the centre of the ring here. Is this going to be it? Is this Andy going to try and put it away? Scoops him onto the shoulder now. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another atomic drive. And surely that's got to do it now. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Atomic Andy putting Cold Ears away. We'll only find out if it was putting him away for good or if the assault on the ramp has only aggravated Cold Ears. It was somewhat uncalled for from Atomic Andy, but he seems to have snapped in recent weeks in the KW, ladies and gentlemen. Cold Ears has really got under his skin and has really infuriated him, from knocking him out of the Rumble to now stealing the tag team titles off of him, as you'll see it, and his tag team partner is the safety man, the firefighter. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to see if Cold Ears will look to enact his revenge in the coming weeks in the KEW. What a solid win for Andy, and we'll move into our main event for the evening then. It is a one-on-one ladder match for the KEW Championship. The ladder match was, of course, Mark's request, and Big Bird said, "Well, you are the number one contender. I don't mind how you want to lose the match. If you want to get a ladder to the face, son, I will give you a ladder to the face." Here he comes then, His Magnificence.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 167 pounds.
The fireworks go off, and His Magnificence makes his way to the ring. He, of course, won the number one contender spot after defeating Benji in the Hell in the Cell 3 Falls match. It was a match in which both men ended it covered in blood, battered and bruised, where absolutely remarkable really that he's here just a week later to face off for the KW titles. But he is a man who will try and take his opportunities no matter how battered and bruised he is, as he pokes fun at the KW faithful in the front row, makes his way into the ring. But it will be a big task ahead of him here, ladies and gentlemen, when he has the KW's CEO and reigning champion. We've already seen him, of course, defeat the firefighter and the Shinigami in defense of his belt, or to take the belt and then to defend it. If he can defeat the demon, And what hope does His Majesty have? That's what the KEW faithful will be saying. The ladder match might favour the little man though, as he is more of a high-flying athlete.
And introducing the champion from London, England.
Here then comes Big Bird.
244 pounds, the classic champion.
He is our KEW champion, and as mentioned, he did of course defeat the Shinigami 2 weeks ago to defend the belt. He has of course rested since then. He is the fresher of the two athletes, and that may pay dividends in his favour later in the match. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to see how much damage that cage match between Mark and Benji really did. As he waves the flag around. We've not seen him with the flag for a few weeks because of course he's had the belt, but the belt is strung high above the ring already, waiting for the victor of this ladder match to bring it down and to be crowned our KEW champion, or retained as the KEW champion, I guess, if it is of course Big Bird. And here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go for the KEW Championship as it zooms in. And immediately Mark flying out of the gates there. Big shot to Big Bird and climbs out of the ring and going straight after the ladder. He's wasting no time as the little fella, but Big Bird follows him swiftly around the outside, goes for the clothesline and misses completely, but now gets hold of him and rams his head into the edge of the apron there, and that ladder's all over the place on the outside. Big Bird gets hold of it now, but Mark jumps for it and DDTs him straight onto the ladder there. Goodness gracious me, concussing the CEO, but immediately he gets hold of the ladder, but the CEO's back up and charges around the ring. I don't think he saw him coming there. The ladder was obscuring the view, and now he picks him high up and drops him onto the knee there. Mark taking a big knee to the ribs here. You will know, of course, Big Bird, that he would have had significant damage to those ribs, the back, the head, anywhere you like, really. Benji almost broke his arms as well. Now Mark flipping over the CEO and driving him neck first into the back of the ring there, and that ladder is poised on the edge of the apron as Mark climbs back up to the apron here, jumps down, tries to get hold of the CEO's legs, but he was too far away. Now he's going under the ring for something, but the CEO says get off of there. Big shot to the back there from the CEO as he climbs up to the edge of the apron now, runs around the ring here, and both men launch themselves back into the ring, and the CEO's quickly out there. The big hit lifts him up and slams him down, almost like a crocodile slam onto the mat there. Big shot to the back as well. And Mark, after starting early in this one, has been of course the slower of the two athletes here. Really, Big Bird's done more of the damage. Mark's been too focused on trying to get hold of the ladder. Runs over to the corner now, though. Look at this, off the ropes. Big drop kick there, showing the athleticism, that high-flying power. Now immediately charges out of the ring. And Big Bird flying out. And Mark, very smart ring awareness there. Pulls himself back into the ring at the last minute and now runs to the edge of the ring himself. Big Bird must have done some damage there, diving out of the ring, but Mark's too slow again and gets the big knee to the guts as the CEO and our KEW champion is fast up. Gets hold of Mark now, whips him back into the ring. I thought he might go for the ladder there, but slides into the ring and runs back out of the ring now. Neither athlete knows quite what to do with that ladder in the corner. Now he's off the ropes. Mark jumps onto the CEO here, twists him round, and a big face buster there, driving the head of the CEO square into the apron. Gets hold of him here, whips him onto the outside of the ropes, and Mark diving on the edge of the ring there and then back out, in and out of the ring. It's that ladder in the corner. It's giving them some real issues. They're in and out of the ring. They don't know what to do with it. Big shot to the back there. Whipped up and over the top rope. Punches him in the face now, does Big Bird, and this might do some significant damage here. We've seen this many a time in the KEWs. Is lifted high onto the apron there and dropped back first onto it. Now the CEO trying to make his way round, slides back into the ring here. Climbs back out, Marks up swiftly though, jumps on his man here, and Hurricanrana's him down into that ladder that was poised on the corner. Picks the ladder up now, but the CEO's quickly up and after him again. I think Mark keeps thinking he has more time than he does as his head's rammed into the edge of the apron there, and he's down on the floor. The CEO's going to look to get hold of the ladder, but sees Mark getting up, and shoulder barges him back down and says, stay down for a minute. I've got to get this ladder and get it in the ring. And again here though, too slow going for the ladder. And Mark, now the low blow there drops the CEO down. Oh, straight after the gentleman's giblets. Can he get hold of the ladder now, though? He's trying furiously here. Yes, he has the ladder successfully. And the CEO slow to his feet. Well, you got to wonder. Oh, he gets the ladder shot to the back. You got to wonder how much that would have stunned him there with a naughty low blow. It's of course not normally legal in the KEW, but here anything goes in the ladder match. Puts it in the middle of the ring now, does Mark, and that ladder is poised and ready for someone to go. But now the CEO with a big front face drive there. You've seen that the ladder is set up and Mark is slow back to his feet. The CEO going for the belt now, and Mark again slow. Gets up to the top of the ladder now. The two men up here. Goes for the... Oh, and gets his face driven into the ladder by Big Bird. Big punch there from the CEO. And big punch from Mark. The two men poised precariously on top of the ladder. Another hit from Mark. Oh, and he takes another ladder hit to the face. Goodness gracious. Oh, and another one there. How much more punishment can the little man take? Not a lot, ladies and gentlemen. He's down. He springs back to his feet, though. He did well to get back to his feet that quickly there. Quickly up the ladder. And now he goes straight after the CEO. Big punch to the face there. And now goes immediately for the belt. That was far too eager there. The CEO's still on the ladder. Big furious right fist from the CEO, and then rams his face into the ladder and drops him back off the ladder. And now the belt has got to be there for the taking for the CEO. Gets hold of it here as Mark is slow back to his feet. He's going to take a little rest in the corner as well. The CEO struggling with the mechanisms on the belt release here, it looks like. And Mark now back out of the corner, recovered enough and climbing up the ladder as Big Bird almost had it down off the ladder there. Now Mark with the elbow goes for the second shot, but only gets his face introduced to the top of the ladder again. And now Big Bird has hold of him at the top of the ladder. Not from up here, Big Bird. Oh, big superplex from the top of the ladder. Goodness gracious me, he might have snapped Mark in half there. Rolls out of the ring as Mark looks dead and forlorn in the middle of the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Now surely it's got to be the CEO's for the taking. He's looking for something under the ring. He's got a kendo stick here, ladies and gentlemen. He's not done inflicting the punishment, and smashes the kendo stick on Mark's face there. He's slow back to his feet, and you can see Mark split open, probably from the damage done in the cell last week, ladies and gentlemen. The kendo attack has left him battered and bruised, and now he's launched to the outside, and surely this has got to be it for the CEO. An easy climb to the top of the ladder and taking down the belt. He's already done half the work on it, and there we have, ladies and gentlemen. He's halfway there, more than halfway now. Mark's not going to get up in time, and the CEO has successfully defended his belt. No one's taken it off him, ladies and gentlemen. He is the champion's champion, if you like, in the KEW. The only athlete who successfully defended the belt for longer was the firefighter, and there he is, ladies and gentlemen, atop the ladder with the KEW belt. And Mark didn't take long to defeat, really. Not really a worthy opponent, he'll say. And goodness gracious me, who can stop the KEW CEO on his rampage in the KEW? Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and join us next time to see if we can find a new number one contender for the KEW's big belt, and if Big Bird will take on James the Cat and reveal that rivalry that might be brewing in the background. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you next time for more KEW action.